Why it is more useful for developing countries?
As the environment is not stable in the region, it is heterogeneous environment, so that's why.
You can explain about pragmatic ceremonies, how heterogeneity and the influence of political all these factors.
Yes, sir. Also, we understand the environment, so we can develop our institutions like this. And Joseph Simon the land of preconditions. So do we
Public policy.
Sir, because of the nascent development in such state or a country. So, sir, 1950s era, Cold War era, there's a country is having less development or an initial phase of development.
See, there were very few people who wrote right answer on this. Most of the people just kept writing about developing countries. But the question has one such rider. Rider, you can say a connotation, more useful for developing countries. Means it is less useful for developed country. It means you have to write by comparing developed country. That he told like they had already developed. That was very important aspect of answer. Right. Already public administration had experienced 50 years of development in Western country. So there is no, let's say, necessity of studying developed country again. There is no need for studying developed country again in their ecology. And we did not know about developing countries as per their ecology. Rather, for 50 years we were trying to know developing countries from Western ecology perspective. Right. So you have to write that aspect more rather than simply writing what you can say prismatic society and this and that. So that was right, means that should have been the right understanding, to write and compare. Unless that factor is written, the answer will not have.
Sir, we have to compare in terms of prismatic Sala model.
No, in general you have to write. No need to refer. You can write that public administration for 5 decades it was developed in Western ecology. Hence, whatever public administration we had, it reflected the realities of Western countries. If Taylor has given theory, or if system theory was given, all were, let's say, that formulated in a Western environment. So they were formulated as per Western ecology. So Western ecology was already known, and in Western ecology what should be the suitable theories, it was also known. Like Taylor can be more suitable in Western country. Classical theory can be, or behavioral theory can be more suitable in Western countries, because they have been developed in that environment. They have studied that the organizations exist in Western country. As we told that equity theory, so what people were asked in California to determine your wages, and they determine their wages equal to their work. You ask in developing countries. You do the same experiment in developing countries. What will happen? Right. So why people were able to determine equal wage means proportion, because there is a rational relation between work and pay. Society has become rational. As Canadian doctors, they told to the government, no, we are already paid enough. So these are not fiction, these are reality, let's say. So basically that society is rational. So organizations were also developed in a rational environment. More importantly, maximum bureaucracy. So again, studying Western countries in their ecology is meaningless. But developing countries were not studied at all as per their ecology. That's why studying them in their ecology will make meaningful sense. And that's why Riggs model became relevant. And now you write Riggs model. After writing this, then you have to write how Riggs, by his ideal models, or CPA thinkers, how by their studies they highlighted the different ecology of developing countries, and how, let's say, Ralph Brabanti, Palombra, and other thinkers, let's say, or even Rick's name you can take, see how they have told that bureaucracy of Max Weber is not relevant in developing countries because their ecology is different. And that is how ecology, this study means the studies help in improving public policy formulation reforms in developing countries. That way you have to conclude. So that was, let's say, means even if yes, tell.
Sir, can we also include the aspects of human behavior? Like in developing countries, it has not undergone change and it is more influenced by environmental. Thus, that context is important for developing countries.
Yes, it can be considered, can be written if once we are done with main aspect.
Okay.
See, someone is writing COVID time, etc. Current examples we should not write, because when we write current examples, no, current examples do not establish a trend. It was just a passing event. When it was a passing event, so you have to seek whether it establishes any trend and whether it is relevant. So because ecology of administration became relevant in 1950s itself. In fact, Robert Dahl told in 1930s and 40s itself. And let's say Wilson had a study of comparative public administration in 1887 itself. And if you go in sociology, it's even far back. So in other disciplines, there were already comparative, let's say, views by Max Weber and Durkheim and other thinkers and Auguste Comte and others. So it's not that it was a new idea, but yes. So that's why saying COVID is something is now relating to it does not make sense. Already it was known that yes, ecology has important, ecology influences administration, it was well known.
The first step towards achieving your dreams is having the right coach. Get the best education with LUKMAAN IAS and make your UPSC dreams come true. Download the app now.